So after the video of the young lady clerk of the National Assembly went viral, where she exposed the corruption in the National Assembly and how all of these oversight functions and all of the atrocities happening in the National Assembly went viral, somebody drew my attention to a story of a deputy director in JAMB who was unlawfully and unjustly sacked by the current registrar, Professor Ishak Olayode or so, yes, Oloyode, Professor Ishak Oloyode. So the story was quite an interesting one. It exposed a whole lot of things. How millions of nairas were being moved from JAMB's accounts into personal accounts and transferred and disbursed, where vehicles were being purchased illegally, while secret recruitment were being done illegally. I took very keen interest, and then I began to put my art together. And it's a whistleblower, so to speak. But then the interest is now became overriding when I saw that this particular JAMB registrar, who is the current JAMB registrar, has also now been using all form, because the person has gone to court according to the way I was told, and is trying to ensure that the court is seek redress, and that the court is able to reinstate him because he did nothing wrong. Because even the particular there are codes of conduct of organizations and systems and all of these agencies of government, but the Freedom of Information Act that was signed into law already covers for whistleblowing, that if you decide to, without authorization, decide to release any information out, and that information is not deemed or termed to be of public interest because it exposes corruption, exposes administrative abuse, and it becomes true, you will be protected by the law. So this particular deputy registrar or deputy director has been sacked, and no salary done, no benefit gotten. And imagine a system where truth sayers, people that exposes corruption, are not being protected, but the corrupt officials are protected by law, and they've used law enforcement agents. According to the story I wrote, they've arrested, imprisoned, tried to dehumanize the man. Fundamental human right has been abused severally. I'll give you a preview into some of these things that worried me when I saw that got me really worried. The illegal movement of 420 million from the Treasury single account, TSA, into the personal bank account of JAMB's Director of Finance and Accounts. This staggering breach of trust reportedly paid in cash to members of the National Assembly on a purported oversight duty. National Assembly again is here in direct violation, of course. Next, the retention of the same DFA in office despite having reached the statutory retirement age of 60 in 2022 and completed the maximum CCS period for secondment in public interest in 2022, and also completed the maximum 8-year tenure as director in 2024. The person is still in office. Next, the unlawful purchase of 4 Toyota Prado SUVs at 46 million without any public advertisement or competitive bidding process in gross violation of the Public Procurement Act PPA 2007. The secret recruitment of 455 new staff without transparency or advertisement, denying thousands of qualified Nigerians their constitutional right to fair opportunity and merit-based public employment. It's not done. No. The pattern of nepotism, favoritism, and ethically biased appointment, creating a toxic culture where loyalty to power, not competence, is rewarded. The creation of several toxic work environments within JAMB, marked by routine threat, intimidation, psychological harassment, and a systemic lack of job security. Frequent dismissals of staff without adherence to public service rules or established disciplinary procedures, fostering fear, silence, and systemic oppression. See, somebody went on to release all of this information out, and the person has lost his job. Whereas the culprit, the current registrar of JAMB, Professor Isaac Oloyode, is still registrar and working around. This person was dismissed. And I said, Jesus. If a country continue to bury its heroes, that country will never find joy or find light. Somebody like this in a civilized society would be given the statue of honor. Just the way you see people that find money on the ground and then they go out, that is how somebody is enough. In work cultures around the world, whether in the US, in Canada, in UK, in Japan, wherever, check. People are encouraged, admonished, urged, and sometimes laced with several juicy benefits to report issues and to whistleblow whenever companies' policies, rules and regulations, code of conduct, ethics are broken. A Nigerian said, I could no longer take this nonsense. See, Professor Isaac Oloyode, we are coming for you. I know that this is your brother's government and you are playing Yorubaology. This is the Yoruba government. But we cannot continue to have this nonsense because no wonder who saw you on TV the other day crying crocodile tears would think that you are an effective or efficient person, not knowing that the only thing valuable in your life is the fact that you have a professorship as preface to your name that you do not deserve. Because as a professor, you are supposed to be the upholder of upright system and a strict adherence in now of ethical standards and procedures. But you have turned yourself to a useless professor. As registrar of JAMB, we've had successive failures in our JAMB processes. We've had what is now being referred to as JAMB glitch done politically in testing ground for what you are going to do 2027. The torchlight has been shined on you. And you see, National Assembly has also been reflected here again. It means that you see all of these games going on. You see, when I say we need to fix this country, isolated attack, all these things, it will not work. There needs to be an overhaul. I told somebody a couple of days ago, you need to be unaware of how far we have gone on the wrong lane for you to think that there is even hope at all. When some of us are here, the years that we are going to spend to reverse this vehicle is so much before we start to get onto the right lane, because there are no shortcuts about it. You need to be ignorant of how deep we have gone in mess.